Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing inked pens for the month of March, and I must confess, this pouch by Hobonichi, which is the Ane, has all of my inked fountain pens. With the recent incident involving one of my pens, there was mold buildup. I just had this conscious effort to really trim down pens that I am using at a given time. This one is very shameful, I know, but one of the things that I do when I get new pens or new inks is that I simply just need to use them. Mainly because I want to check if everything is in order, it's in good writing condition, there are no problems with the inks. That's why I have them really inked up. And a lot of these are still from my holiday December purchases, gifts from friends and family members and loved ones. And I promise as soon as the ink is gone, I will be doing a deep cleaning, flushing, and proper storing of these fountain pens. So without further ado, I will be sharing with you the pens that I currently have inked for the month of March. And yes, that is a lot for this session, so please grab coffee, tea, some snacks, and let's begin. So I have here my ink diary, and we are just going to go to a fresh page here. So I'm just moving my marker just to indicate that this is where our March inks will be. Okay, so let's start with this one, which is the Montblanc Writer's Edition, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. This one I recently got back from the service center. They had the entire nib changed. It's still a fine. I wish I had it replaced to an extra fine had I known that they will replace it. I just thought they'll just, do another coating. Anyway, so since it's the first pen, let's do a quick header. And let's do a couple of Glacier Blue is a very wet ink, as you can see, with just one drop. You have this beautiful strip of blue and it will just shade nicely. So that is the first pen. Let's put a number. Second one is a Montblanc. This is a 146. This is The Sound of the Desert by Lefty Karen by Montblanc. And let's do one quick drop. Oh, okay. There's no more ink inside, so I will be flushing this very soon. This will be in my flushed ink pile. this is a deeply saturated brown, but a warm tone brown. So something that I really reach for. This is a very good work appropriate ink and pen, of course. I mean, you can't go wrong with a Meisterstück. So this one I will be flushing and cleaning maybe in the next few days or so. I'm just trying to finish off the ink that is left here. Let's continue with more Montblanc pens, and this is the Legrand with the platinum trim. I have the black permanent ink here, and let's do one. Oops. Okay, that's 2 drops of ink. This has the oblique medium nib, just to give a variety with my pens, since a lot of them are fine or extra fine. I just thought I'd have this one reserved for signing and, you know, those important documents. So yes, and if you can see, I'll just raise it up a bit. You can see that the Tomoe River paper and, you know, its writing, you can see it on top of the black ink right there. And this is a permanent ink from Montblanc, and it's really nice. It's kind of cool. I didn't really expect that. So this is the Montblanc Legrand 146 in the platinum trims with the oblique medium nib, and it's currently housing the Montblanc black permanent ink. So now that this is dried up, let's move to the next page, and you can really see that the Tomoe River paper is really holding up. And I really enjoy doing my swatching and testing on Tomoe River paper. So if you're new to fountain pens and you really want to appreciate the true beauty of the inks and your writing style, then I highly suggest the Tomoe River paper. Okay, we have another Montblanc. This is the Le Petit Prince. This is also a newly serviced pen, that's why it's currently inked up. And yeah, I'm almost out of the ink, so I will have this cleaned soon. But I mean, for the purpose of just making a record of the pens that I have inked. Yep, just like my rose gold, it's nearing the end of, you know, the ink in this pen. So okay, so this one I will be cleaning and flushing soon. But this is my Le Petit Prince 145 Meisterstück. It's in the brown resin. Yeah, if you compare it side by side with a black resin, you can see the brown tone over here. Okay, so those were my Montblanc inks. So now we move to my other pens. Let's start with TWSBIs. So I have here the TWSBI Diamond 580 in the rose gold trim and smoke. This is one of the 2 variants under the rose gold series, and I have it inked in Ferris wheel press, I think. Okay, so It's bluegrass velvet, and then let's do 1 drop. That is 1 generous drop. And then I just use the nib, the back of the nib, to spread it around. This is also a wet ink. Okay, perfect. So I have the other counterpart of the smoke. So this is the white, and I believe this is also in the extra fine. Okay, so this is called Mirror Mirror of Moraine. And let's do a generous drop. Oh no, dear. Okay, it's okay. Accidents happen. We'll just blot that right out using tissue. So what you do is you just get tissue and then you use the tip to soak up the extra ink. Okay, so this is not the cleanest ink journaling that I've done, but so far, so good. This is my other rose gold in white. So this is in the extra fine nib as well. Odinil. Let's do 1. Okay, 1 drop. Let's quickly blot out the extra or the excess inks so that it dries faster. This is my 7th pen. Okay, let's move on to the next page. For my 8th pen, it is still a TWSBI, and this is a Diamond 580 in the clear, and it also has the extra fine nib. Wow, I'm not surprised. That's Kaweco Paradise Blue. I love it. I have similar colors, which I will show later. So this one, I love it. My other TWSBIs. Okay, I have 2 minis left. Yeah. So let's start with this one. This is a mini clear. This is also extra fine. Okay, so 9. Okay, so this pen, I got this from the fountain pen Palenque, and the previous owner had this inked with soda pop blue, and it felt like it was such a waste if I asked her to flush it. So I decided to, just keep it and then use the ink until it runs out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy soda pop blue because it's very similar to other inks that I currently have. So yeah, might as well just enjoy it until it runs out. Let me just do a drop for our ink swatch. Okay, so that's Robert Oster and my TWSBI Mini Clear and Extra Fine. I got this secondhand or pre-loved and works like a charm. And then my last TWSBI that's currently inked up is a TWSBI VAC Mini. And just to compare it side by side, the VAC Mini is a tad longer than my regular Mini, and I think it holds a bit more of volume. And this is perfect for traveling because you can seal this one and to avoid, spills and incidents. So if you're going to use it, you just open this cap here. So just release it like that, and the ink will start flowing and it will be easier for you to write. So this is my 10th pen. So this is a vacuum filling system, and I don't know how to release some drops, so I'll just err on the side of caution and then just do . And you can see that Maya Blue is very similar, but not quite, to Kaweco's Paradise Blue. So yes, that's my VAC Mini Extra Fine. Let me just close it here. And this is the one that I usually bring with me to the office. Okay, so I think that's the last of my TWSBIs. The next will be my Kawecos. This one is my Coconut Extra Fine also. This is the ink from Robert Oster, River of Fire. I also got the pen pre-loved from the fountain pen Palenque. So this is, let's just do this nice and easy. I'm so afraid I might plunge it all the way down and cause a mess. Let's control. Okay. Plunge it in nice and slowly. There you go. Spread it around. See the green sheen right there. let's move on to the next one. This is the light blueberry, I think. And marine is so similar to Maya blue and paradise blue. So this is diamine and Kaweco. So let's do this also carefully with guided pressure, guided force. Okay, there you go. Perfect. That perfect drop of ink and your Tomoe River paper. That's the Kaweco Sport Light Blueberry with the ink Diamine Marine. Okay. My last two Kaweco. 13. Just waiting for this to finish, to empty, and I will replace it with a different color. Okay, that's as much as I can do with an extra fine nib. So this is my iridescent pearl. And just to compare it side by side with my coconut, not much. You just see some shades of reds and blues and greens as compared to coconut, which is like your usual translucent color. So yeah. Okay, this is the last Kaweco that I have. I'm missing one, the mellow blue, and I think I left it in another bag. But don't worry, my bag has a bag organizer, so in case the ink spills, it will just be within the organizer, not inside the bag per se. But anyway, I'll just update this offline. I will also do a writing similar to this one, you know, just for uniformity. And you can see a bit of difference. This one leans more purple, like a royal blue, and this one is like a true blue, if that makes sense. So, and these are just your Kaweco cartridges, so I don't know if this one is a bit older, this was more exposed to light, and just change the shade altogether. I'm not really sure, but it's nice to have some variety as long as it doesn't make molds inside of the pen. Okay, let's do this Jinhao. Just blot some of it, excess. Let's just proceed with this one. This is a Lamy Safari. It's in the diamine turquoise. Okay, down to the last 4. So we have here, this is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim. I think this is almost finished. This one is a special pen as my husband gave it to me on our daughter's 3rd birthday. So it's like a yearly push present. And I really love it. It's so clean, it's professional looking without being too loud. Okay, and then my last 3 are, okay, these are platinum. Okay, so the first one, yeah, this still uses the black cartridge, but I will have this replaced as soon as it's finished. Okay, and this one I won in an auction for a cause. So, yep, this will stay in my collection for a long time. And then, okay, this one is a Platinum Preppy. This one I purchased together with my first Hobonichi from the store. So, let's do this. And I really like the color Momiji with this pen. And I think I will constantly use Momiji for this one. Or if not, maybe shades of red, magenta, fuchsia, and the like. You know, just to match the body of the Preppy. So let's do it. It's a really beginner-friendly fountain pen. You really cannot go wrong with this. And the last one is a preppy as well. And this is the last pen, or the 20th pen that I currently have inked for the month of March. It's actually 21 because I'm missing my Kaweco Mellow Blue. I know it's in another bag. I forgot to get it out. But I'll just add it here. I'll just append it here when I find it and when I have the time. So here is a recap of all of my pens and inks for the month of March. So the first one is a Writer's Edition Sir Arthur Conan Doyle in the Glacier Blue, and I really like the shading of this one. It's a solid blue-black color. It's perfect for work. The next one is a Legrand 146 in the Rose Gold. It's in the F, but you know, Western nibs tend to be broader than Japanese counterparts, and I have it inked with the Le Petit Prince Sand of the Desert. But this one, it's almost running out of the ink, so I'll just flush it when I really, you know, finish the entire pen. The third one is perfect for signing contracts, you know, those important documents. And this is the 146 Platinum trim. It's in the oblique medium, and it's currently inked with Montblanc's Blanc Permanent. So it's a really solid black, and it has a subtle sheen to it, but you know, perfect. It's an all-around workhorse ink. And just to also share with you, can you see that? The text is like jumping out of that ink. And this is something that's really, you know, interesting to note. Yeah. The fourth one is my 145, a gift from my husband. I had the nib changed to extra fine, and it's perfect for me. It's also inked with the Le Petit Prince Sand of the Desert. Yeah, just an overall wonderful workhorse. The fifth one is a TWSBI Diamond 580 Rose Gold in the Smoke, and it's an EF extra fine. And it's inked with Ferris Wheel Presses Bluegrass Velvet. And it's like this turquoise shade leaning a bit towards green. And it has this really nice red sheen to it. And another Diamond 580 Rose Gold, but this time with a white body, has the Ferris Wheel Press Mirror of Moraine. The next one is the TWSBI Eco White in the Rose Gold, extra fine, and it's currently inked with my very first fountain pen ink, which is the Diamine Eau de Nil. So this one is like a deep blue shade with sheen of red. So it's Diamine really has its wonderful sheeny shades. My eighth pen is a TWSBI Diamond 580 Clear, also in the extra fine, and it's inked with the Kaweco Paradise Blue. So this color just reminds me of Boracay, one of my favorite beach spots ever. My ninth pen is the TWSBI Mini Clear in the extra fine nib. I got this from the Fountain Pen Palenque, and the owner had it inked with Robert Oster's Soda Pop Blue. So the sheen is amazing on this one. It's a reddish pink sheen. You can just see it screaming out of the deep blue color. And then the 10th one is the TWSBI VAC Mini, also in the extra fine, and it's currently inked with Montblanc's Maya Blue. And this one is very similar to the Paradise Blue of Kaweco. Similar, not quite the same. I would still keep these two shades. Okay, my 11th pen is a Kaweco Sport in the Coconut, in the extra fine nib, and it has the Robert Oster River of Fire. So it's a very deep green shade with sheens of red. Very similar to Petrol, but Petrol doesn't have that red sheen to it. But it's also a good professional ink if you want to bring this to work. Number 12 is the Kaweco Sport Light Blueberry Extra Fine Nib, and it's inked with Diamine Marine. Lovely shade of turquoise, leaning on the green shade. Okay. And then my next two pens are both inked with the Kaweco Blue cartridge, and I have it in the Iridescent Pearl Extra Fine and the AL Sport in the Rose Gold. And these are perfect workhorse pens that you can bring wherever you go. My 15th pen is my very first fountain pen actually. It's the Jinhao 992. It's a demonstrator in the Juicy F nib, and it's inked in Diamine Blue Peppermint. So it's like a turquoise, similar to Marine, just a tad lighter, but you can see that sheen, that flakes of blue. So it's a shimmer ink. And when it comes to shimmer inks, I prefer to put it in my more broader or juicy nibs. And I tend to shy away from extra fine and fine nibs. My 16th pen is the Lamy with the Line Friends collaboration, extra fine. It's inked in Diamine Turquoise, True Blue. It has a pink sheen to it, just subtle. Also work appropriate if you prefer blue inks to work. My 17th pen is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim White. This has the silver trim with the medium fine nib, yeah, and it's kind of writing finer than usual. And it's currently inked with the Pilot Iroshizuku Fuyugaki. So it's a lovely pumpkin orange shade. My 18th pen is the Platinum Meteor Coral in the fine nib, and it's still using the Platinum Black cartridge. So this is a good starter pen. And speaking of starter pens, I highly recommend you try the Platinum Preppy. I have it in the fine nib, and with the pink body, I had it inked with the Pilot Iroshizuku Momiji. So it's coming up a bit red here, but in reality, it's like a very deep pink or fuchsia shade with like orange sheen to it. So just perfect. And the last pen that I have here in my ink diary is the Platinum Preppy in the extra fine nib, and it's still using the Platinum Black cartridge. So this is a good workhorse, perfect for beginners. And overall, if you're starting with fountain pens, you cannot go wrong with a Platinum Preppy. Okay, so those are the pens that I have pending my 21st pen, which is the Kaweco Mellow Blue, and I know that's inked with Diamine Oxford Blue. That is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy these sessions. I also enjoy watching these types of videos in my spare time or when I'm, taking a break from work. So I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys!